Data log SHS. Subject matter: Titan. Shargo Sun is an absolute behemoth of a being, greatly surpassing the origin planet in size. Characteristic: Shargo Sun is a lanky being with purplish black and violet colors, with a humanoid figure and long arms and fingers. Shargo Sun has this cape-like thing, which the inside of it looks like an empty space with stars. But what gives Shargo Sun its name is its head. Shargo Sun's head is a massive sun that functions similar to how any regular sun does. This head never leaves the body, as it's almost like an invisible neck that existed to keep it in place. Occasionally, we can see Shargo Sun holding this long staff, which has a moon crest on the top of it. We don't entirely know if it has any other use or not, besides being a weapon, but it just manifests randomly. Behaviors: Shargo Sun floats around in space slowly, almost being in a standby mode. It rarely moves and just drifts around towards the few unabsorbed planets and the origin planet, seemingly monitoring them. We have never seen Shargo Sun be responsive to us whatsoever. Even when we breached the chamber hole to get to this place, it never responded. Instead, we believe it's because we don't have the aura it will target, as we are simply too small and quote-unquote shamefully not taken as a threat by Shargo Sun. But despite this, most of the more logical members of the OFF Foundation know this is a good thing. Powers: Shargo Sun is the strongest being below Origins, as it has mastered the ways of space, being able to manifest black holes, supernovas, quasars, anything in space. It can manifest out of thin air, but what's scary is how Shargo Sun can literally control the magnetic field, gravity, radiation, and heat around itself. It even been taken a step further by being able to discharge a massive gamma-ray burst called a sun blast. This blast is almost 100 times stronger than a gamma-ray blast, being able to rip the fabric of space itself and vaporizing anything not strong enough to take it. To put it blunt, Shargo Sun can manipulate space itself and break into the fabric of space to go into other multiverse if it wishes to. And all to top this off, Shargo Sun, being a Titan, is the only other being that's not around the origin level to have a false death. However, instead of the 28-hour respawn, it's 100 years until a Titan can respawn. And other special being under Titans either has a set amount of immortality, rebirths, a set amount of lives, or is kept alive by the Origins or other means. Or they can only be killed by a certain thing. And then, on top of all of this, Shargo Sun is a Titan, which means having extremely high durability, strength, and weight. But since Shargo Sun is so huge, its durability is 10 times stronger than a neutron star, making it physically impossible for us to even kill it. But there are very good reasons for this density. As we found out, Shargo Sun's backstories from very messy and clustered up cave paintings on one of the walls. Backstory: from what this very confusing but useful cave painting explains is what Shargo Sun's main purpose is. Shargo Sun is supposed to defend the origin planet and the space around it from any intruding factions that are capable of destroying the world, mainly defending it from divinity Vault, since they're the most persistent of these factions when it comes comes to claiming galaxies. Shargo Sun's durability and the ability to manipulate the space around itself allows Shargo Sun to kill lower-ranking members of divinity, alt, and hold off higher-up members long enough for the origins like Lunatir, Suppion, and for some reason, Skullmare Iran and Sorella. We don't know how origins like Iran and Skullmare can get up in space, but it seems that's just a thing. Shargo Sun is very interesting because of the form of relationship it has to Origin 27, as it's almost like a servant to her. Mainly because in one cave painting, we see Shargo Sun bowing down to her. However, it seems that Shargo Sun behaves like this simply because Origin 27's job, aside from doing basically everything Shargo Sun does, but a lot better, is to keep Shargo Sun in line, as we seen cave paintings of Shargo Sun getting defeated by Origin 27 with minimal difficulty, as we can guess. The reason behind keeping Shargo Sun in line, however, is reasonable, as Titans are known to go into a state of being rogue sometimes. And while Shargo Sun ain't as prone to this, it's always possible. And the worst thing that can happen is a Titan who is capable of destroying the fabric of space and breaking into different multiverses decides to lash out on the same things it wants to protect. So Origin 27, or sometimes other origins, will go out to defeat Shargo Sun or kill it. Usually they want to just defeat Shargo Sun, so Shargo Sun snaps out of being rogue. And luckily, this rarely happens from what those cave paintings say. It seems Shargo Sun is the last defense before the origins have to step in, and a being who manages the space and galaxy of the origin world. But we will research deeper into this cave painting, because for some reason it has a lot of strange connections to Origin 28 and slight information of Origin 26 and how the three strongest origins seem to interact. But we are after Mary, so we must know as much as possible about Origin 28, because this could give insight to some backstories of him. And as we research deeper, we question the nature of what Skullmare even is, and whether or not the origin is influencing such strange appearance in the cave paintings.